I was just thinking about how absolutely beautiful it is to desire connection with other people, and how we get it so wrapped up in our wounding and our trauma and, oh, but why do I want that and why do I need that, and we should be more self-sufficient and um, connect with ourselves, connect with source. And that's all beautiful, of course. um, but it seems like there can be um, more of a push toward that a lot of times in the spaces I dwell in, or the what crosses my news feed or whatever. And there's less of people speaking to just the beauty of that desire to connect with someone else in whatever intimate ways that includes. It's all beautiful, whether physical intimacy is desired or more of a friendship, platonic form, or something in between that maybe includes a little bit of both, but has um, comfort zones that and preferences that want to be honored. And maybe the most shaming I witness is when people want the physical intimacy piece. Um, that can be like more what I've seen for women. That can be like, well, why isn't friendship enough? Why can't we be platonic? Why does it need to be this physical thing? And then this desire for the physical sort of gets wrapped up in this um, yeah, in this pain that a lot of women have experienced in guys not being interested in them for more than their body. Maybe I can make this more personal too, because I'm talking about it more of like collective in general. But yeah, for me, I notice I've kind of been on this journey of owning the beauty of the desire for physical intimacy, and it simultaneously wanting to honor the pain of specifically women, more in my experience, that have had that be like a covert desire with the men they interact with, or if they're not available for that, then men disappear, um, or having their boundaries crossed, feeling violated with men. Um, there's just so much pain there, the sexual traumas from the past, where it's so understandable that that would want to be um, not something that's necessarily on the table, or in very specific um, contexts, or you know and that it can activate a lot of like judgment and shaming, even because of that pain that's there, of like that there's something being not okay with men having that desire, or people in general. I don't want to make this a totally you know male female thing, because it can be more dynamic than that. But something in me just wanted to get on here and speak to the beauty of wanting to connect deeply with another. It's so obvious, and it also seems like somehow I at least lost touch with it. I started to imagine that desire as more of a burden than a gift. That I'm wanting to share that with someone. It's this beautiful invitation. I guess I'm speaking more to physical intimacy now. What a magical invitation to offer that to someone, to say, hey, I'm available for that. I would love to do that with you. Or I imagine I would, if it's mutual. Only if it's mutual. That doesn't feel good for me personally otherwise. And I know that some of it has to do with just how at peace I feel within my heart with that desire, or if I'm in a self-shaming space around wanting that, thinking that that is going to be a problem, it's going to ruin connection, it's going to invite wounding and triggers. It's going to sabotage connection because I can have some of that stuff come up for me. And I think maybe the big one for me is fear of rejection. That, oh, I don't want to share this because, yeah, and this might be a reason to reject me, push me away, and I can be quite sensitive around that based on my history. So, lost my train of thought. Yeah, just it's so beautiful to want that. It's so beautiful to offer that. And yeah, there could be other stuff mixed up in it. There could be trauma bonding stuff at play. There could be distortions in the desire. Oh yeah, so I remember what I was saying. So sometimes I feel like it's on my end that there's a lot swirling inside of me, and then there also feels like this factor of how it may be received by the other person. That there's sort of an energetic sensing that maybe they have sensitivity around that. Um, and if I bring this desire, that it might not be received in a open way. It might be sort of judged or shamed, or basically having to face that rejection. That potential can make me, you know, ooh, do I want to share this? Do I want to go there? And I almost forget that it's a beautiful invitation because it feels this heaviness to it, in the sense that, ooh, maybe this will be received as a burden, and that's so hard for me to experience myself as that, again, based on my past, my childhood. So I guess this is me speaking to that beauty and owning it for myself in some way, and recognizing that there's nothing to be ashamed of in wanting to share that with people, with friends, with women I'm attracted to, with whoever I want to share that with whoever that magnetism happens to be, regardless of why I'm attracted to who or how shallow it might be, the reasons. It's just what a beautiful energy to feel magnetism towards someone, and how absolutely incredible it is when it's mutual.